I think I probably should, as I'm the resident Irishman,
Yeah, go on.
or at least half Irish. I I'd say, um, now Brooke comes across as a fun-loving, happy, girl to be there on a stage and sing her heart out. At the age of 23 years old. Oh, and yeah, making me feel old. And basically, I love the song. I love the song. The problem is with the performance. I hope she's not dancing around in her Primark pajamas. Because it
Harsh.
well, I don't. Yeah, it's almost like she's dressed as what we Brits would call a chav, and she's far from it. She's far from it. Um, I don't remember her being on The Voice because she's finished in third, apparently. So that's bad fan alert, I guess. But I mean, she's from Northern Ireland, so technically she's British in a way. Um,
Careful. That's a whole
I know,
Oh,
that's a whole can of worms you don't want to open.
I know. She's from Derry, so I
there we
yes,
go.
Derry girls, and I'm a Catholic. Well, I was brought up as a Catholic, so hands up, guys, hands up. I just don't have the accent. So so I've got a lot of faith in her, and I've got a lot of faith in her abilities because she did this really awesome performance. I don't know if you guys seen it, but it was on the official Eurovision Song Contest YouTube channel where she performed live in Commercial Court, which I think is in Derry actually, or is it in Dublin? I'm not too sure. I should find that out. But it's basically she's dancing around in a high street, and it was like an acoustic type of version, unplugged version type thing, and it was really really good. And I've got I have much more hope with this than sadly I had with Sarah McTurnan in 2019 and poor old Leslie, because I thought Leslie was going to do well last year, but that performance was a mess. So I think
Huh.
Brooke, yeah, I'm sorry guys, it didn't
No,
work.
I agree with you, Kieran. Don't worry.
It's a shame. It's a real shame. Yeah, wasn't it? Because those camera angles just didn't work for it.
Yeah.
It really didn't. And you could see the cameras
Uh,
and the back. I thought it was wrong personally, but there you go. Anyways, yeah. So Brooke, I hope you do well. I've got hope for Ireland. I don't know if they're going to be able to get out of the semi, but I'm praying that they do because I think this is a up tempo fun song which I think can stick out in this semi final.
John, what do you go next?
okay, well, I've seen Brooke perform at so many pre-parties now that she feels like part of the furniture.
Yeah.
I think she's been to all of them. Um, yeah, I'm not hugely optimistic. Just going on previous form for Ireland in the semi-finals. But I do have to say, Brooke has been a wonderful ambassador for her country, and um, I hope that this goes well for her. I really pray that the performance goes well in the semi final, and fingers crossed for her. If she does qualify, I would be I would be thrilled for her. This is a really nice pop song. Um, but yeah, I don't know what to think really about qualification chances. Fingers crossed though.
Yeah, I totally agree with you guys that I personally enjoy the song. I mean, it's not the best produced song, and I'll get into that a little bit more. But like she can obviously perform it very well, and it's like got a excuse me, very cool attitude to it, which I kind of like. I like my pop songs with a bit of attitude, so that's kind of up my street. But I'm a lot more pessimistic about its chances than you guys are, and it's kind of weird because I had the same kind of like two-step dreaded realization with this that I had with Telemovage in 2019. That it's just kind of like I went from thinking, I think it's got a chance, and it'll just have to wait and see. And then 2 steps later, I was like, this is freaking doomed. And I'll explain why. Okay, so first step in the horrible realization is that I watched this guy called Groot on YouTube. He reviews all the Eurovision songs and like gives his like opinion on them from a music student kind of perspective, because he was I don't know if he's still studying music, but at the very least he has studied music, so like he could give like interesting takes on like arrangement and stuff like that. And he was just like, this is really badly produced, the song goes nowhere, this is a terrible song. And I was like, uh-oh. And then shortly afterwards, I saw the public React series that ESC Bubble does, and I know that's not the most accurate kind of indication of how a song could do, but like everyone pretty much trashed it, and like I think it's currently got the lowest score out of all the songs so far, which is just kind of like, I've made me really scared. Like, oh god, is Ireland gonna be last in the semi again? And I really hope not, but I can see it happening because this semi is just so strong, and it's just, I worry, like, you know, if Ireland mess up the staging again, that it's just gonna look really amateurish, and it's just like, oh no, please, no. I really hope I'm wrong that it does a lot better than that, but I just can't shake that sense of looming dread with this. And yeah, I just hope it doesn't happen, because Brooke's been a really good sport about the whole thing, and she doesn't really deserve that. So yeah, I hope I'm wrong.
No, she doesn't deserve it, and you're quite right. She's been a fantastic ambassador, going to all the preview parties. But I understand the worry and Garut's feelings and assessment of the song, because that's the problem, isn't it, with having this Eurosong national final, is that there isn't great exposure to high quality pop music, I don't think.
Yeah.
And I don't know if RTE are doing it on purpose or anything, because I felt like, as we felt here as Brits, that the BBC have been giving us national finals, which haven't been the strongest, though sometimes, it worked, like with Lucy. We're all together for that. That was awesome. But with this, the production quality I could sort of understand, with that. And you're quite right. The standard in the semi is so high that I worry it might get lost in the mix. Though the one thing that is obviously going for it, the UK is voting in the semi.
Yay!
So I think they weren't last year. So with Leslie, so hopefully with Brooke will get a few points from us, I hope. And traditionally, I guess Sweden give some points as well, as maybe Malta, maybe too. So
maybe Australia.
And Australia, yeah, and Georgia and Georgia maybe. So I have my fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. I do feel majorly triggered now, though, because you've mentioned Maps and Telemovation, and I will never forgive the way those songs were treated in the results.
Yeah.
I never got Telemovage, to be perfectly honest with you guys. I respected it, my goodness. But,
yeah, that's fair enough. Like, I always knew that was, like, just, like, my personal thing. It was definitely a very Marmite thing, so, yeah.
Yeah, but Maps, so devastating. But there we are.
Oh,
It is
wow.
what it is.
Okay, so I think we should get on with the first scores of the night. So I'm going to give Ireland a 3 out of 5.
Okay, I will also give Ireland 3.
And I shall also give Ireland a 3 out of 5.
And the public also give it a 3 out of 5.